All right, we are going to do our ACT Prep Unit 3 Elementary Algebra Topics. And day 7 is a little cumulative ACT practice for elementary algebra topics. So you try, hit pause, come back when you're ready. And hopefully you got C. It says in the formula E equals IR. E is in voltage, I is in amps, and R is resistance. It says if the voltage, so they're telling me that E is 12, what must the amperage, that's my question, so keep it I, must be so that the what will it be so that the resistance is 2.5. So they're telling me R is 2.5. Well, they want to know the I. So to get I alone, I divide by 2.5 and I get 4.8. Okay? All right, try this one. Hit pause. Come back when you're ready. And hopefully you got G. All right, it says x equals 2 and x equals -4 is the solution set for which of the following quadratic equations? You could try and factor, and solve and get the solutions, but that's going to take quite a bit of time. When you have x equals 2, basically, when we start with a trinomial, ax squared plus bx plus c. Then we factor it, then we set them to 0, and then we're done. Okay? Well, all we're doing is starting at the end. So I'm starting with x equals 2 and x equals -4. To get it back up to here, all right, I would minus 2, and that would give me x minus 2 equals 0. Add 4, I get x plus 4 equals 0. So then to go back up to here, you just stick them back in. So my two factors were x minus 2 and x plus 4. So now to go back to the quadratic, you simply multiply them back together. X times x is x squared. X times 4 is 4x. -2 times x is -2x. -2 times 4 is -8. Combine like terms and I get x squared plus 2x minus 8. Yeah? Alright, try this one, hit pause, come back when you're ready. Alright, hopefully you got one. This is the simplified form of which expression? Okay, so they want me to simplify these and see which one equals that. Well, I start with the first one. If I have 30 square roots of 3 over 2 square roots of 5, first thing I notice is I need to rationalize this. But look, I can do the fractions. 2 goes into 30, 15. So I have 15 square roots of 3 over the square root of 5. So I've got to rationalize that denominator. So I'm going to multiply by a square root of 5. So on top I get 15 square roots of 15 all over the square root of 25. So on top I have 15 square roots of 15 over 5 because the square root of 25 is 5. The 5 and the 15, not the inside one, that one has to stay the same, but the 5 and the 15 can reduce. And 5 goes into 15 3 whole times with times the square root of 15, which is this, so I am done. I mean, again, in this situation where there's only one answer possible, once you find your answer, stop checking. It's just a waste of time. Unless you screwed up, and then it could help you, but again. Alright, go. Hit pause. Come back when you're ready. Alright, on this one, you got to figure out which two got added to get this. Well, I know that I need a 5a squared b cubed. Well, that would be a squared b cubed plus 4. That would work. See how this a squared b cubed there isn't even another a squared b cubed, so he's out. A squared b cubed, this one would work. It has 5a squared b cubed. This one's out. There's no a squared b cubed. And then there's an a squared b cubed, but that's not 5 of them, so that one's out. So it's between these two. Okay, because we have the right a squared b cubed combination. Then we're going to have a 2ab. Well, there's a 2ab and a negative 4ab, which would give me a negative 2ab, and that works, yes. What about this one? There's a negative 2ab. Yep, that works too. So my next term is a negative 3a. Got it. Here's wrong. 7a and 5a would be 7a. 2a and 5a. Sorry, so that one's out. So my answer has to be G. Okay, try this one. Hit pause. Come back when you're ready. And hopefully you got one. All right, this one we have to do.
Zachary Valdez, please
Sorry.
come to the clinic. Zachary Valdez, please come to the clinic.
This one we have to do long division because the binomial, it doesn't have a leading coefficient of 1. So I have 7x minus 5 goes into 7x cubed plus 9x squared plus 11x minus 15. So we're going to go to the alley there with our cops and our gang member. And we have our gang leader, 7x cubed, divided by our cop, 7x. Should have colored these. 7x cubed divided by 7x to the first would be x squared. So that goes up. What goes up must multiply down. X squared times 7x is 7x cubed. X squared times negative 5 is negative 5x squared. But we have to draw the line and change the signs. The cubes cancel. 9x squared plus 5x squared is positive 14x squared. And we're going back to the and bring everything else down. Positive 11x, negative 15. Go back to the alley with your new gang leader and your detective 7x. Divide it out. It's not 14 squared either. Or 14x squared. 14x squared divided by 7x would be 2x. So up and multiply down. 2x times 7x is 14x squared. 2x times negative 5 is negative 10x. But I have to draw the line and change the signs. The squares cancel. Add, I get 21x. Bring down the minus 15. And we're going back to the alley with 21x divided by 7x, which would give me a positive 3. So plus 3. Times 7x is 21x, times negative 5 is negative 15. Draw the line, change the sign, 0, and there's my quotients. We're done. Okay? Alright, try this one. Hit pause, come back when you're ready. And hopefully you got 5. They want the sum of the solutions of this equation, which should be easy because a is 1. The problem is with 6, factors of 6, 1 and 6, 2 and 3. These can both, here's one of those rare things. Both of them can make 5. This one by subtraction, this one by addition. C will tell you which one to use. C is positive, so I know I need the addition one, not the subtract pair. So 2 goes here, 3 goes here. Signs, C is positive, which means they have to have the same sign, and it's going to be the same as the middle, which is negative. Okay, but now we have to solve it. So x minus 2 equals 0. Add 2, x equals 2. X minus 3 equals 0. Add 3, x equals 3. And they want the sum of the solutions. Well, 2 plus 3 is 5. Okay. Try this one. Hit pause. Come back when you're ready. And hopefully you got 8. All right, there's lots of ways you can go about this. One, just type it in the calculator. 2 to the 5th divided by the cube root of 64. To get a cube root, you hit math choice 4. That'll get you a cube root. Or you can do, well, this is 2 to the 5th is 32. The cube root of 64 is 4. 32 divided by 4 is 8. Okay. Do this one, hit pause, come back when you're ready. Hopefully you got one. You can just try and type it all in at once. I wouldn't recommend it. It's a pain in the butt. That took me forever to type. It's probably easier to do it by hand. I got an order of operations. Cube first. I'm just going to look at the top. Don't even look at the bottom yet. That's 27 divided by 3 minus 6. I got to divide before I subtract. That's 9 minus 6, which is 3. Top is done. Now ignore the top and look at the bottom. When you have 1/2 to the negative 2, all right, that's 1 to the negative second over 2 to the negative second. You know negative exponents mean they need to move floors. So this would move down, which makes it positive 2, and this would move up, which makes its exponent positive. That's going to be 4 over 1 minus 1, which is 4 minus 1, which is 3. Okay, so there's my bottom. So now do the division, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. Okay. All right, try this one. Hit pause. Come back when you're ready. Hopefully you got D. All right, I can't add those because the radicals don't match. So I got to break them down. If I break down 12, by 2 is 6, by 2 is 3. So I have 5 times the square root of 2 squared times the square root of 3. Well, the square root of 2 squared is 2, times 5 is 10, square roots of 3. Okay, there's that one. And I got to break down 108. By 2 is 54, by 2 is 27, by 3 is 9, by 3 is 3. So I have 7 square roots of 2 squared, square roots of 3 squared, square roots of 3. That's 7 times 2 times 3 times the square root of 3. That is 7 times 2, 2 times 3 is 6, times 7 is 42. That's 42 square roots of 3. So I have 10 square roots of 3 plus 42 square roots of 3, which makes 52 square roots of 3. All right, and try this one. Hit pause. Come back when you're ready. And hopefully you got 6. Again, you can type it all in. I don't recommend it. All right, but you can. I would do it by hand. The cube root of 8 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. 0 plus 3 is 3 on top. Negative 2 to the negative first is 1 over negative 2 plus 1. Well, what's 1 take away a half? That's going to leave a half. Keep, change, flip. Keep the 3, change the times, flip, simplify. 6 over 1 is 6. Okay? And we are done. So I will see you next time for some subtests.